Alrighty. All right, we're live now. You know, Chargers Truth are on the YouTube right here, and I'm here with the guest, BJ Lang. Diehard, longtime Chargers fan. So thanks for coming and talking with me.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. All right. So first question. Obviously, I ask everyone. How did you become a Chargers fan, and how's your Chargers experience been?
I've been a Charger fan since San Diego, 1987. Dad was in the Navy. We lived out there. He took me to a lot of Charger games back when it was Jack Murphy Stadium, when it became Qualcomm. And just the football team I ever saw, and I just stayed with him for 36 years now. So,
Oh yeah.
and it's been up and down. It's been, I'm not gonna lie, it's been terrible compared to other fan bases, um, championship wise. But besides that, I got some good memories. So.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I feel that. I would probably say the same thing. I mean, so at least you got to see the Super Bowl, right? At least you got to see them get into the Super Bowl before like the actual game where they got whooped, right?
Yeah, I was 8 years old. Yeah, it was. Yeah, we got our ass whooped. But I mean, it was pretty amazing because that year we started 0-4, um, and just went on a run. So yeah, it was a
Yeah.
great experience.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And I think that's how sports be like. They can go that way where like you start slow, but it's how you finish. You can finish. You could crumble, lose like your last games, miss the playoffs or whatever, or you could go on a hot streak and start doing something special. And that's what we're gonna hope that the Chargers gonna do this second half of the season. So
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm one of those fans where I honestly I don't never cheer for my team not to do good, but I also know for shit to change. So
yeah, yeah. And you know, yeah, I was kind of seeing the season as a win-win before the season even started, where like, either we make the playoffs and do some make some noise in the win some playoff games hopefully, or we have a total regime change where we change our head coach, our general manager, probably a lot of players are probably gonna get off the team and stuff like that. A big shakeup.
I don't know about the players part, just from a salary cap standpoint, but definitely head coach and GM. And I'm hoping if we do, not lose, but hoping if it does get to that point where playoffs is not in a chance, I hope Dean Spanos decides that you you need to hire some real football minds, and you just can't hire your sons in certain positions. No offense to him or his family, but sometimes like that's not how. Like I use
Yeah.
the Eagles, I use the Ravens for example. Their owners are owners, and they just hire good to run everything. That's how
Yeah.
you build a team, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah, man. No, I agree, man, and like I think that's probably the biggest problem with the Chargers is the ownership is just like a family who is just gonna hold on to this power of owning the Chargers probably forever. They're probably never gonna let it go because all these kids are making money off it. Their kids are gonna make money off it. They're getting into jobs that I don't who knows if they're even qualified for. They're not having any success. And obviously they're never going to get fired. Like, you think their dad's going to fire them?
Oh no,
Definitely. I think, you know what I'm talking about?
yeah, absolutely not. He's never gonna fire. Like he made his son the director of personnel, and if you know what that job title means, like that's an important title. Like free agent, where you spend your money, like practice facilities. everything. Like that's an important position. Like his owner, GM, in that position, and he put his son in that position. And I think if you look in organizations, unless you're counting the Cowboys, but even they didn't have more success. Even if they haven't won a Super Bowl since '95, they've won 12 plus games in 4 years in a row. So even
Yeah.
the way they have that, because Dean Spanos is not like a football mind compared to Jerry and his son.
Yeah, well, I mean, Jerry's the one that started the Cowboys. You know, I think Dean Spanos is the son of the guy who created the Chargers, right? So it's already starting passing down to the children now, and that's when things get in question, you know?
Oh, absolutely. And
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I'm hoping. I don't really see the season going in a positive direction, just because I believe 100% offensively. Besides not the ball, which is important offensively, I think we can score on any defense. We can move the ball really on any team. But
Yeah.
defense wins championships, and our defense. And the reason, well, I'll let you. You posted something on Twitter, and I saw, and I kind of disagree. I disagree with you. So when you said that Staley is not, he's not. I won't say he's 100% the reason why, but I got to give him 60-40. 60 to 40%.
Yeah. No, I could see something like that, or at least closer to 50-50, but it's like my reasoning behind that is, you know, obviously I watch the games, bro. It's like if you have your starting D lines getting moved off the line of scrimmage, do you really think, you know, on a run play, you're trying to stop the run, you really think that the play, you know, okay, the amount of people you put on the D line, that comes from the coach, you know, if you put 3, 4, or 5, you know, or 6 maybe even. But at the end of the day, when your players need to like exert their force on the offensive linemen, I don't really think that's so much the coaching. It's the management or whoever is bringing these players in to play, you know, on that D line. To me, that's a bigger issue because I've seen it among all the coaches we've had, pretty much.
My problem with Staley is, for one, I didn't want him to get the job because I didn't honestly think he was that good of a defensive coordinator. Like, he had Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
No offense. He used the Rams and call plays and look fucking good and get a head coaching job just off those two players alone. Honestly, my problem with Staley is too, I'll say, arrogant. He's arrogant where he doesn't try to, how do I explain? I have a cousin that works for the Texans. He's on the defensive staff. He always told me, you don't make a scheme, you fit the players that you got. I don't think he puts his players, like, you can say, okay, Tom should have got better defensive tackles today. Fox should probably get more playing time. We probably should have kept Kaiser Wright and Tranquil instead of signing an older veteran and keeping Murray. That's the G. I agree with you. But when it comes to putting your players in the right spots, never, ever should I see Joey Bosa or Khalil Mack covering a wide receiver or running back. Their hands should be in the dirt and doing the one thing they're good at: rushing the QB and setting the edge, stopping the run.
Pretty much, yeah.
So
Yeah.
it kind of goes 50-50 then 100% his fault. But at the end of the day, like, you got to put your players in the right spot to make plays.
Yeah.
Like, the players got to make the play. 100% agree. Because there were some plays that it wasn't even scheme. against the Lions. It was just lack of effort and missed tackles.
Yeah, not for real. And I agree, man. I mean, I kind of liked Staley when he came in. I thought, he has the players believe in him. The players were buying in. It felt like things were all going good. Um, and I don't know, man. Like it felt like we're just using Justin Herbert though still way too much. Seeing like I don't know, man. Just I see like literally my problem is this. I'm seeing the same problems with this team that I saw before Staley even got there, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not. I don't think defensively we've never been this bad. Like we've been 15th, 10th defensively. We never. And Staley could be a great head coach. He shouldn't be the defensive coordinator. Some guys are supposed to come in and just be the coaches, like Philly. He's an offensive coach, but he don't call offensive plays. He hires a coordinator to call offense. The guy that got the
Yeah.
job in the Colts, he was the offensive coordinator. He got a new offensive coordinator this year. Like if Staley would just let other player call the plays and just be the coach, I think he would be successful. And when it
Yeah.
comes to the run, I'm not going. I know Spiller personally because he works out here in Houston. He's from Houston. He's from Spring. I saw him in high school. I saw him at A&M. I know his trainer personally, so that's why I root for the guy, and I think he could be a good running back. But honestly, I know sometimes that the coaches play money, and you gotta play a guy that's behind him that gets the second most money. And then when you don't have an offensive line that really is good at run blocking, you're not gonna really be able to run the ball. Besides our center and our left tackle, honestly, and maybe Zion, everybody else on the offensive line is C to D level talent, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Pickens ass. Excuse my language. Pickens is the worst right tackle I ever seen the Chargers have since I've been watching. Like
Yeah.
and
Well, I would just say like, yeah, man, like Pipkins has been bad like ever since he came in the league, right? And then,
yeah,
and then all of a sudden in his contract year, he started playing okay. And then by playing okay,
they
Tom
gave him
Telesco, Tom
back.
Telesco, who I really freaking don't like, gave him an extension, and that's just showing the point that like okay is good enough on our offensive line, which is just like that's so weak, bro. That's like how you expect to have a good team when okay is good enough to like get paid and stuff like that and just be a starter. And then who's even backing him up, bro? We got like nobody, no name guy in in case he gets hurt. Like how is the competition in on that offensive line even healthy? How do we expect to be dominant? How do we expect to have things change how they've been? Like how are we building this team to evolve and become take the next step when we're just being okay in the offensive line, and we all know how massively important the offensive line is, and I just think again, bro, this GM is freaking garbage, bro. He just like, okay, we're getting more receivers, but we have these incredible weaknesses, running the ball, stopping the run in these other areas that we're not even barely doing anything about, and that's, and I get the whole Staley thing. This guy's in his third season. He's disappointing, but I see him just like on like a little piece of the entire root, bro. We got to dig deep and rip that whole freaking weed out. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean the Pickens thing, I don't think you're right. He shouldn't have probably got a contract extension. I'll probably move Slade right tackle, if in
Yeah,
my opinion. Because he plays so good on the left side. I think he'll be a great right tackle. And let the McFadden play inside, because McFadden to me is better, way better than people give him credit for. And I also just think the Chargers build a team like wrong,
Oh yeah.
and not in the they spend their money. And I gotta say the GM, the director of personnel, and I gotta say Staley, because Staley wanted the defensive player. If you look at it, most great defensive teams don't spend a lot of money on defense. I can go down the list of the top 5 defensive teams in the NFL right now. They don't really got. They're either super young or they have one expensive player. Everybody has their money on the offensive side. The Chiefs, a whole bunch of second round, third round, fifth round, first round draft picks that's not getting paid, and they paid Chris Jones. They put all their money on the offensive line and offensive players. Ravens, all they're paying is their linebacker. Everybody else is rookies, cheap players, third and fourth round draft picks.
Yeah.
Hell, the Lions are not paying nobody. All of those players are undrafted players and a few free agents. Like the top,
Yeah.
that's the problem with the Chargers. That's why, like Colin Cowherd said, like we have the most expensive defense and we're dead last. Like that's point. Like that's not coaching. That's just. I mean, if your coach wants players, that's fine. But at some point, you gotta say, nah, that's
I
not gonna
know.
work.
Yeah, let
Like
me
Bosa,
interject right
I
here.
love. Okay.
I'm just trying to say, like, bro, and again, dude, it's kind of been this way for a while. It's not just under Staley we've been bad. Like, bro, we've been weak. Okay, maybe we've had some up years in the defense, but yeah, bro, this is another reason why I hate Tom Telesco. Like, dude, he's spending, yeah, he's all these high paying stars, but the thing is, like you were saying with the Lions and the Chiefs, they don't really have big earners on that defense. It's all about identifying the characteristics in defensive players that are important. You know, it's not just about running sideline to sideline and playing, you know, zone coverage. It's about like hitting those other guys, being aggressive, throwing offensive linemen off their spot, disrupting, you know, the other team's run game, getting a pass rush, and like the physicality. And you know, I'm probably beating a dead horse, but I think Telesco just doesn't get it. He just doesn't know how to scout players, bro. Our team has seemed weak on average the entire time, bro. He just doesn't have the eye for you know to identify what he needs to identify. He's just trash, bro. He needs to get out.
I'll give you this, because I'm not a Telesco fan. Well, I don't. I have a friend that's a scout, and I will tell you this. Telesco's in there, but when it comes to scouting players, it's really the owner's son and a few scouts. Because and he's told me this. He just told me that sometimes sometimes I'll give you an example. They scouted what's the guy's name? It's a offensive lineman ago that they wanted, and but they picked Zion in front of him that they wanted because the owner's son thought, I think Zion would be a better, and Zion's been great. The son of guy's been 10 times better. So, like you said, Telesco's fucking up, but it's from a whole top thing. That's why when I hear the stories of really right now, I want us to win. But I also know if we want this shit to break down and bring in the people, because at some point the owner's gonna have to see on national TV by every big talk host talking about you're cheap, you don't know how to do a team right. They're talking about the GM, they're talking about the coach. At some point you're gonna have to say, hey, F this. We're gonna turn somebody in to run the whole thing. Like how Jim Harbaugh, when he was in San Francisco, he worked hand in hand and was basically like the GM. That's what the Chargers need. Someone that's going to bring, knows how to be a head coach, and a head coach that also knows how to work with a GM together. And that's not going to run over the GM. The GM's going to have their input, and the owner's going to have their input. That's why Colin Cowherd is like one of the few people that I listen to when he talks about the Chargers, because what he says is true. Like, it's a whole organizational problem that the Chargers got. It's like multiple pieces. It's like this shit has to be torn down. Like you said, got to pull the weeds up. And the bad thing about it is, we had a great when Herbert was on a rookie contract to win. That's the best time to win with a QB. It's when they're on a rookie contract. Because you can spend in other places. We could have brought in better offensive linemen. We could have brought in better running backs. We could have, instead of signing Mike Williams, I love Mike. Mike is my boy. He's cool. Got autographed jersey. He's injury prone. He gets hurt every fucking year. I love him to death. We could have brought in a wide receiver that's on the field all the time. It would have been. It's just they don't know how to build a team, and they need to bring in somebody that knows how to build a team from the and know how to use their personnel to the just. Because honestly, to me, I would love to see an offensive formation where you have Pickens on the bench, at right guard, stay at right tackle. You have Austin Eckler motioning into wide receiver. Then you have Spiller coming out the backfield and run the ball. Like, you have Austin, but don't use him. Like, I love Austin. Austin is not a running back. Austin is the definition of a scat back. Austin runs the ball worse than Sproles does. I love him to death. Sproles was a better running back than Austin. Austin is green, dump off. I could take that bitch 40, 50 yards. But I need a yard or two.
Yeah, bro. No, like, dude, I think we agree on most everything. But like, dude, like, I understand the Spanos are probably the biggest problem. But we can't do anything about that. I don't think. Like, they're just not gonna leave, and so the next person in line would be the GM. The Tom Telesco is not part of the family. So what I want to happen,
he's gone.
Huh?
I'm not gonna lie. He's gone. From what I'm hearing, he's like, from what I
bro,
heard,
of course.
Like, a historic. Unless we go on like that run when we started 2-3 and finished 13-3, or that when we started like 5-5 and went 11-5 and made it to the AFC Championship game, nobody's job is safe.
Yeah, no, I know. I know that he's about to be out pretty much, but more importantly, it's like, I think if we get like a really strong leader, someone who's really good at that GM spot, like, he's just gonna have to tell like Spanos kids, like, hey, bro, you gotta like get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, nah, dude, you don't know what the hell you're doing, dude. Like, I'm the GM now. You want to succeed? This is what you hired me for. Go take a nap, bro. Go take care of your family. Get out of this building right now. Take your checks. You guys can have your checks, but let me do my thing right here, and I'm gonna tell you guys what you need to succeed. Hopefully, we get someone who has experience succeeding, and I know Telesco did with Peyton Manning, but it's been a total failure picking Telesco. Only thing I'll give him credit for is picking Herbert. That's it.
Allen, Derwin James, I'll give him that. The first rounds, he's good. It's the later rounds, the team and the bench that he fucks up on.
Yeah.
The first 2-3 rounds, he hits, but when it come in them later rounds and he don't never trade up
I mean, bro,
for
but when
draft
you,
pick at all.
I mean, yeah, he
That's another
usually
problem I
hits,
have with. He
and
don't trade up or makes he like my main problem with him. He doesn't trade up for draft picks, and he
no, my
literally doesn't make adjustments in the middle of the season. Like if you
yeah,
see something fell under, I've seen under teams like let's make a trade, let's sign this. Like the running back, man, the running back that just got released from the Jets. I was praying to God the Chargers sign him, Michael Carter. I was like, oh, played excellent, 4.3 yards a carry. Went off last year before when Bryce Hall got hurt. That by Arizona. It's shit like that that makes me like.
yeah,
But
nah,
that's the
man,
Chargers. That's the Chargers
like,
since I've been five. That's just what they do. They're cheap.
yeah, nah, my
They don't.
biggest thing, like, to add on that, Tom Telesco is just lazy, bro. He's conservative. He doesn't even really do shit. Like, I don't even remember him never really doing anything in the middle of a season, especially when
Oh,
we've
he
been
does.
struggling.
He
He
does.
just does his little draft, maybe gets one free agent, and then he books his fucking ticket to the Bahamas or something. I don't even know where he goes. And he just like, shit, I did my job, like fuck it, collects his checks.
I
And
mean, but they're not going.
I'm exaggerating obviously, but just not doing enough, bro. This guy's um yeah, he's missing on his late round picks, building the same team over and over, just cruising, it seems like, getting some good players with the high picks he gets, high draft picks he gets from, disappointing the year before. And it's just kind of insulting to the Chargers fans, I believe, from the Spanos family, acting like it's okay to just keep doing this shit. Like, we don't even, are they really even trying to win a Super Bowl? It doesn't even feel like they're trying to
Nah,
win a Super Bowl.
nah, they. I'll tell you, the owners,
Well,
Spanos,
well,
they
I mean, the
making their
one
money
thing, yeah, and
just by.
the one thing that they've done correctly is pay Justin Herbert and lock him up. Like, all right, that's one thing I do agree with for sure. Almost everything else, I disagree with what they're doing, dude. Almost everything.
I just. It's
I
just
mean,
I'm a defensive guy. Because I know defense travels. I haven't seen too many Super Bowls where defense really wins the game, and I just hate seeing that we actually. Derwin, this is like the way he used Derwin James being used. I hate it. Just simple fact that they signed J.C. Jackson. I thought that was the stupidest signing in the world, and
I wasn't
that's
even that happy with that.
well, nah, I just knew it was stupid just because if Bill Belichick is letting a motherfucker go, it's 9 times out of 10 he ain't worth picking up. Like
My thought my thought on that was I wasn't even really tripping off the DBs. I wanted the D line, We're not even addressing the D line. I mean, we did it with Khalil Mack, but I wanted more than just one dude.
Khalil the right way. like that's the problem. It's like players are worse. Like this defense that we're running don't fit the guys that we got. We're like never. That's like we can beat on the sorry teams. Like the weirdest stat in the world that I've never seen in my life is the Chargers have scored the most points since got drafted, but have given up the most points since Herbert got drafted. That should fucking embarrass you. That should make you feel like,
Yeah.
damn, like
But one thing, you know, yeah, that's true, and that's terrible how, we're scoring the most points and giving up the most points. Like, we're just, like a half complete team pretty much. A big thing, bro. Again, I'm talking about the run game. When you could run the ball, You don't have to score all these points. You don't have to, the other team isn't going to have all that time to score all the points. I think that it makes sense when you can't run the ball. There's going to be more time on the clock, and there's going to be more points because of that.
Hang on, we haven't disagreed on a lot tonight, but we'll disagree on this one. Not the running the ball part, but with this defense, it don't fucking matter. It just takes one shot. Like, this is like I've never in Chargers history seen a defense this fucking terrible.
Yeah,
Like when
defense terrible.
Tannehill looks like fucking Tom Brady. Like it's games like I feel sorry for the offense of Herbert. Like the first game, we played an amazing offensive game, and 9 times out of 10, offensively, when you score 36 points, that's all you got to do. Defense gave it up, and then but the talking point around, which makes me mad, because Herbert's a good guy, is he failed the team like that. We were down, he drove, scored, tied the game multiple times. At some point, like, the defense gotta make a play. Like the Lions game, I've never seen an offensive coordinator that came out and said, this is the first game I ever been a part of where like everything play I called on the play sheet just worked. It's like they didn't know how to stop it. That's embarrassing. Like
I was at that game. That shit was frustrating, watching them just freaking cruise down the field. Oh my god, dude.
Like 30, the Chargers stopped them 3 times. And one of them was to down the ball at halftime. And the other time was they were about to score and we stopped them. But besides that, they scored on literally every drive. That's tough on the offense. Offense, 9 out of 10, y'all gotta be perfect every game. That's why when we beat the Bears and the Jets, I didn't really, because those are 2 terrible teams. We're supposed to blow them out. Like the Packer game, we should blow their ass out. The Ravens.
Well, listen though. I think so I would ask you, what do you think is the biggest problem with our defense?
The biggest problem?
Yeah. Like if you were gonna fix it, what is the first thing you would do?
First thing, I would change the scheme. No offense, I would, because I hate the 3-4 when you just don't have. To me, they don't have the right talent. No coaches. Like I never want to see Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa covering a fucking wide receiver or running back. That's not what they're good at. A 4-3 defense would be perfect. One, I would take Cummins, put him on the bench.
Who?
I would put Clark or Matlak in the middle next to Fox and put them on the four on the line. I honestly I like Murray, but I don't know. Man. He can't cover code. It's just honestly we need defensive line. We need 2 defensive tackles. To me, we need some better linebackers. Honestly, I like Ashanti Samuel, but I don't want him to be my number 1 corner. He's my number 2, and they just need 1 good corner. So Ashanti can play the slot, and Davis can play the outside, and they can switch. But defensive tackle and linebacker would definitely be mine. If I had if the draft was today, I would defensive. Well, shit. Next year is gonna be tough with our salary caps. I don't even know what the defense is gonna look like. We're gonna have to release some people. So, but not defensive tackle and linebacker.
Definitely. Yeah. No, I mostly agree, bro. I think first thing that's so frustrating is running 3 down D linemen when you already have a weak D line. Like in terms of rush defense, like we have pass rushers that can maybe get around and challenge tackles one-on-one, but when you're defending the run, bro, 3 down D linemen and then like bro, it's just like giving up yards unless you really have a dominant nose tackle, which I don't think we have. I think our defense is missing physicality, aggression. We're just like we're planning. I don't know, man. When the other team has all this time to sit in the pocket, of course they're gonna pick apart our pass defense. Tom Telesco, bro, again doing almost nothing at the defensive tackle position. Minimal effort in the linebackers. Kenneth Murray's stepping up. Kendricks has been okay. Okay, he got Kendricks, just not good enough though. I'm trying to get some big dudes that I don't care how they cover really. I want them to go hit. I want D tackle that's gonna anchor the D line, the line of scrimmage. And if I was running this team, yeah, I'm probably changing to the 4-3, putting more dudes on the D line, and I'm going and getting big freaking strong D tackle. I'm doing what the 49ers are doing and just throwing money at this D line. That way you stop their run and you put pressure on their quarterback. And Tom Telesco, what does he do? Okay, pass edges and then cornerbacks, and just like building this team all wrong, bro. You start in the middle, I think. Get the DNs and the inside linebackers and go hit that team in the mouth, and it just seems like we don't, dude, it seems like we're being run by flag football coaches and flag football managers, it just like Sebastian Joseph Day, all right, he's okay, but a number one D tackle all game, like that's not good enough. To me, that seems like we're doing the same thing at that D tackle position with Sebastian Joseph Day as we're doing with the right tackle with Pipkins. That's kind of seems similar.
You're being nice. Joseph Day is terrible. That's why he wouldn't. If I was in charge, he wouldn't be playing at all.
Exactly, bro.
And then linebacker, like I'm sorry, because I would have never let go Kaiser White because he could do it all. Tackle, cover. That's the type of linebacker, like he could hit. Like I like Murray. He's physical. He can hit. But like on that fourth and end of the game, it's common sense. Even if you're in zone and you see somebody cross in front of you and just stop, make a play. Just don't stop and wait till the ball's in the air and then try to make it.
Fucked up.
What the fuck are you doing? Like that's common sense football. Like it's just. And he was a first round. That was the. Oh man,
that was terrible. It's like, bro, if the guy running the route has room to turn around and just catch a little easy pass, that's what they're gonna do. Like that's the first thing you got to take away if you're doing 4th and short.
Yeah, that's why I was like, he just let him cross in front of him. I was like, Kaiser don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, we brought in Kendricks. Motherfucker, we didn't need to bring in Kendricks. You had a Kaiser White that didn't make a lot of money on the open market, and then you also had Trinkle that got a 1 year, like $6 million that wanted to stay, and you would have been good at linebacker. And then you paid Joseph Day because he played with the Rams. We're not the Rams. Any defensive lineman gonna look good when Aaron fucking Donald is next pick. You gotta be able to evaluate and say, is this guy really good? Or do he got a generational defensive tackle next to him making him look good?
Yeah, and again, bro, it's like again, going back to our GM, Rams got Aaron Donald, and what do? We get Aaron Donald's backup and act like he's gonna be our Aaron Donald, or he's gonna be our starting D tackle. It's just like that's half-assing the D tackle and the D line, which is so important. It's like, what are you doing? Why are we building this team so poorly? Like that doesn't make any sense. You gotta have a desire to be better. It just doesn't seem like the Chargers have a desire to be great. Like we're just like, fuck it, we got Herbert. Like let's just let's just chill. Let's just get some guys like Sebastian Joseph Day. That's good enough. Fuck it, we got Herbert. It's just like lazy ass fucking incompetent roster building.
I see other teams like, who can I use for example? I mean, like you said, the 49ers earlier. They have They traded for Chase Young. Besides Chase Young, so most of those guys like second, third, fourth round draft picks.
Yeah.
And, but the problem is when you got to hit on your draft picks. Like,
Yep.
I believe our Bosa can do the same thing that right scheme. They don't tell Bosa to go cover no linebacker. They
Yeah.
don't. I mean, running back or wide receiver. Just stop the run and pass rush. Get two defensive tackles. And the crazy, two defensive tackles, Matlock and Clark that I watch. I think they can be two good ass defensive tackles. But
I
bro,
don't know, man.
it's like this team for some reason. I don't know what it is. I don't know who it is. When they pay somebody really high, even if there's somebody below them that's better, they will never play them. Like
Yeah.
it's like we're stuck that we gotta watch Joseph Day play, and we all can see that this motherfucker is terrible at his fucking job. Give somebody else a chance. You know how many stories it is of fucking third, fourth, fifth, sixth round draft picks becoming something.
Yeah, bro.
Like we
And
got big defensive tackles in the middle. Guess what? Let's take the skinny fat motherfucker that can't tackle, that should be a backup, and let's put these two big guys in there and just solve a problem.
I remember seeing on a podcast one time I think it was Danny Woodhead was on a podcast with Matt Slauson actually, and they were talking about this guy on the team that was like bad, but he was still playing, and Mike McCoy wanted to get the guy behind him to start playing more, and he said that someone in the management that he didn't name was forcing this guy to play because they paid him, and again, bro, shows bad on our management.
I see it all the time. It's the reason, like, no offense to Austin, because we're paying them. But there's sometimes where it seems like Kelly's seeing the whole a little bit better, but he's only getting 3 carries a game. Like,
Yeah,
let's see 14 carries, see if he can break one 20, 30 yards, get some run
yeah,
game going. Because shit, what year? I mean, even the year, like, year you'd bring up 2018, Gordon, Eck, and Justin.
yeah,
The game Gordon and Eck got hurt, Justin Jackson, that Pittsburgh Steelers game. I was at that game with my dad. That game was fucking amazing. And
yeah, yeah,
balled out of nowhere. I was like, I don't even know who the fuck this is, really, to be honest with you. But
yeah,
hey, doing it. Like shit like that. Like if you see somebody's not doing good, sit that motherfucker down. Like I don't care. First round draft pick, making a whole bunch of money. Like, football is simple. You play the best man. Don't matter what it just high school, college, everything. You play the best man.
yeah. I agree,
Unless
bro.
it's like it's some players on our team like should be sitting the fuck down. Like Pickens should have been on the bench.
Yeah, bro.
Like
But again, this goes back to the point where our GM is missing on these late round picks. So we don't even really got guys behind them that are gonna really be that good on the field. So it's like that double problem that it's just they're both fucking us up.
like
Like
that
these
because
guys.
they're not even getting playing time though. Because like I told you, I watched tape on Matt Clark. I like them. The two defense, I like them a lot. They move people. They're big. They're physical. They're nasty as hell. I watched film on him. I like him. I think, in my opinion, I think they would be way better than what the fuck we got on the defensive line right now, in my opinion. Because I
Yeah,
like Fox, but Fox, when they're trying to play him like a defensive tackle, he's an edge
exactly.
rusher.
Yeah, yeah, I
Like,
agree.
like, like, give your players a chance. Like you seeing the same shit y'all doing and putting out there ain't working. Change it. That's all I'm asking. But I'm at the point now where it's like I watch, but I don't expect anything. So I'm cheering for my team, but at the end of the day, like I want the whole shit to be burnt down to the ground. If we, and honestly, I look at the best teams in the league, and I think offensively, but I don't think defensively we can match up. Like, and I also know that I long enough, you can't expect your fucking offense to be perfect every time. And this year, like, the offense had to be perfect every time.
Yeah. No,
Like,
and it's bro, it felt like we've been doing that to Herbert, to Rivers before him, making the offense have to keep scoring points is terrible, bro. Yeah, bro. And I want to change too. I think the Chargers. I made a video in the off season titled "The Chargers are on the verge of a new era," meaning fire head coach, fire Telesco, and hopefully fucking the owners get a wake up call. Like y'all are some fucking losers, bro. Until proven otherwise, you know you guys are losers, and you should not be making decisions. You know
and
your power should be scaled back.
they got to bring in a strong-minded GM and
Yeah,
coach. They have.
yeah,
That's why I say Harbaugh is true. Hell, that's why I low key like people don't like Sean Payton right now. But if you're looking at Denver, Denver has the same fucking record as us,
seriously,
and they
yeah,
started 1-4. Like
yeah.
I wanted Sean Payton because Sean Payton's a strong personality, and that's the type. But that's not the type of coaches we hire. We don't hire strong-minded coaches that are gonna say, "Hey, shut the fuck up," doing it.
Yeah, bro. Because we're
Like,
run by people that aren't like that. Owners are not like our owners are weak. Our GM is weak. They're not going to be able to handle a tough coach. You know.
that's like the room. I hate Bill Belichick. I'll take him right fucking now. I've
Okay.
seen him have a defense in New England that has one high paid player and a whole bunch of draft picks and 15 defense.
Yeah. I look
Like
right here,
like
Matthew Dahl. What are you saying?
what do you think? I mean, I like Bill Belichick to the Chargers. I mean, I think he could like our defensive problems would be solved, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like
bro. What I think about what? No, you go ahead. Finish your thought right here.
no, I just think like defensively, I think our just bigger issue. I think if we had a top 15 defense, I think we'd be 7-2, 6-3 right now. I don't really think
Yeah.
no team can stop us. But teams are having historical record games on are good. They're damn good. They not that goddamn good that we saw Sunday. That shit was fucking crazy. There's no way in hell that a team should have damn near 200 yards on you rushing in the first half. Switch it
Yeah.
up at halftime and say, you know what? We're only gonna run it about 8 times this second half. We're gonna just throw it the rest of the game.
Yeah, bro. Nah, that Lions game, I just remember the Lions ran the ball 75 yards, one play, touchdown. Like, bro, honestly, at that point, I'd be like, all right, y'all, who's running this defense? Like, hey, your Uber's here. Get the fuck out of this stadium right now. Like, that was unacceptable, bro. I watched that happen. I'm like, oh, we just tied the game up. Okay, let's get this stop right here. One play handoff, 75-yard touchdown on a run play. I'm just like,
So
oh, dude, this
Herbert face was like, man, I
it's
just
like, bro, I'm
brought it
tired.
back.
Herbert's like,
Like
bro,
you know, I saw
I'm,
they showed
bro, can I get
he's not
this
gonna throw
full?
his team under the bus, but he looked it so fucking disappointed. Like, God damn.
He's like, can I get some water first? Like, fuck, you
And
know?
that play was like five people. They lied. They showed like 5, 6 people could have made a tackle. Nobody
Dude,
did.
D line getting blasted off the line all game. But in my
Linebacker.
yeah, bro. For me though, to address this comment right here, Bill Belichick to the Chargers. Honestly, bro, fuck it, bro. Like, I don't really have one of. I don't know who the hell else we're gonna get. I don't really know. Fuck it. I'll bring in Bill Belichick if he wants to come. I doubt he's gonna come though. Um, just because probably the Spanos are gonna feel threatened having Bill Belichick. They're probably gonna feel threatened their manhood. You know, that's why they all got this little buddy group with Telesco and the Spanos. Like, oh, I heard that they're like they play golf together and they're like all
Oh no,
friends and stuff. And like, bro,
no,
you don't.
they're definitely friends.
It's like, bro, you
Like,
don't mix. Like that just seems like some loser shit, bro. You don't mix your friendships with a business that's all these fans are supporting, and you're just like milking it. It seems like it's like, dude, we're here about winning. We're not about friendship necessarily.
I wanted the same GM I wanted last year because I wanted Tom gone and the head coach gone. I wanted the
Years
coach
ago.
and I wanted Louis Riddick as the
Fuck it.
GM. Because Louis Riddick, literally, I see his draft mind and how he talks on NFL, and he worked in the front office before. Like, and I want an offensive coach that I think that could be, because I'm a pass guy, 60-40. I know that you need a great principal, like a good running back, like the good old North Turner LT Phillip Rivers days.
Hell yeah.
4,000 yards passing, 1,213 yards rushing.
Hell yeah.
Nice and simple. It'd be that fucking easy. But
Yep.
that's where we at now. Like, it's just.
Nah, bro, we're at 90 pass 10 run, and it's been like that.
I know.
Like,
I know. The past 3
it's
years.
horrible. It's horrible. Horrible, bro. Horrible.
I had hopes. I thought Austin Eckler. I was like, you know what?
Nah, bro. Nah.
I follow him on out all the time. I mean,
dude,
you don't got to be. Because Chris
5'8".
McCaffrey and him the same size. Like, I gave up on that after year one with him as a starter.
Bro. I knew, bro. I knew we were fucked right when we didn't pay Melvin Gordon, because I knew Austin Eckler is not going to be able to replace that power back. He just doesn't have the body type. In his role, Eckler is great, and he still is great, and I still like Eckler a lot. But Tom Telesco, freaking dumbass for not just throwing away a power back and not even replacing him. Just, no, we don't even need the power back. Just fuck it. Like, dude, so many mistakes.
Because the son wanted he thought he replaced him because the son wanted Kelly.
Who?
Dean Spano's son.
Josh Kelly?
But the Dean Spano's son, from what I heard, the story is he went to a UCLA game. Josh Kelly went off. He said, hey, let's scout and pick this Josh Kelly. So when the third round came around, that's why they drafted Joshua Kelly. Even though there was better running backs. That's the same story with the wide receiver that just killed us for the Lions. We scouted him. He got picked in the 5th round. You know who we picked for him at wide receiver in that draft? Joshua
Palmer.
fucking. Yeah.
Palmer ain't bad, though.
He ain't St. Brown, though.
Yeah. Yeah,
St.
bro.
Brown in the 5th round, that would have been a way better value pick if you got a damn near all-pro wide receiver in the 5th round. Addressed defensive tackle, linebacker, tight end, offensive line, because we haven't had a good blocking. Because I think it's just to run the ball, you need offensive line, tight end. It's a collective thing. Tight end, since we decided not to pay Hunter Henry and we let him walk.
Yep.
I like Everett. He's physical when he catches, but he can't block for shit. Right tackle like you do, your tight end got to be able to block.
Yeah, bro. We got Parham. Parham can't really block either. They just seem like a little thin, bro.
Parham is just a tall wide receiver. I love him. Like when it's passing down, but he can't block tight end. Like this team is. Oh man,
bro. To me, again, dude, it just like all this stuff comes back to the people that are making the decisions. Telesco and the Spanos and them. But hey, huh?
I'm at the point now where it's just like, well, sometimes you gotta just go tear it all the way. Like Like, I'm a Laker fan. Like, when Shaq moved that shit all the way down to the ground,
Yeah, but
the
it,
next
it just
got to bring in somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing, and just because we got to, man, we have generational talent at some of your
yeah.
quarterback, left tackle, and we got a wide receiver that's not getting old. And honestly, I think QJ, I think he's gonna get it along. The wide receiver the first year, it don't really bother me because I know wide receiver is a hard position to get. He'll get that shit. But we got
Yeah.
three of the most important positions. If we can just build around Herbert, Keenan, and our left tackle, we have to find a way to make some. Because Mike Williams, Bosa,
Yeah.
and Mac are making a lot of fucking money, and we're in cap hell next season. So whoever
Yeah.
the new GM is, a lot of work for him. Because I don't know how they're gonna do it, and we gotta, yeah. And I know you like Eck, but nah, we can't bring Eck back.
I mean, as a backup, I'd love him. If he was RB2, that'd be great.
But
But
nah, I
hey,
can't do
but anyways, hey, I gotta go in like about 5 minutes. So I was thinking maybe we could wrap this up by just saying like, name five like moves that you would do like to fix the Chargers. What would you do in 5 moves? What would you do? Or 3 to 5 or whatever.
Are we talking about right now or the off season?
All right, we could do off season, but well, yeah, we'll do off season just because like we don't know how this season is gonna play out. We're acting
Yeah,
like we already lost, but who knows? But yeah, what would you do? Just
off.
yeah,
Okay, I'm changing the whole front office. Everybody got to go. Tom, head coach, son, just be a fan like me. You got to
that's
go.
one.
Um, in the draft, I'm going defensive line or offensive line. First thing.
Yeah.
3, I'm hiring an offensive coach. First thing.
What was that?
So
What was that?
I'm hiring an offensive minded head coach.
Okay. Yeah.
Got you. 4th, I am like a real running back to help out the
Yeah.
offense.
Yeah, I agree.
And in 5th, man, I got to find a defensive coordinator that knows because we're going. Mac is gone, and Mac and Mike Williams are gone. So we're gonna have some money that can build a defense the right way around Bosa, Derwin, and Tutu.
Yeah.
I think we found one in him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree with most of that. If I was to what I would do to the to the Chargers, whatever, in 5 picks, first thing, I'm firing Tom Telesco. Like day one. Day one, this dude is gone. I'd be like, hey, pack your shit. You're out, bro. Like, and don't expect no severance, no nothing. Don't expect no unemployment. No, like you get your stuff, bro. I'm not even calling you an Uber, bro. You could take the bus.
He a free
Um,
agent, so you good on that.
whatever, bro. He's not getting no unemployment from me. Uh, first thing, getting rid of Tom Telesco, hiring someone that has experience with physical teams, like freaking good teams, physicality. Second, yeah, bro, I'm going D tackle. I'm investing. I'm throwing money at this D line. I would maybe do that second or third, but third, yeah, I'm getting a power back. I'm investing a first or second round pick or a lot of money in the running back position. Um, fourth, dang man, that's most of what I would do. But okay, offensive line and tight end, I guess. I think that our cornerbacks have kind of been struggling. People here saying Matthew Dahl again. We need a first round corner, Gecko Koju, first round pick. I wouldn't put a first round pick to cornerback, bro. I mean, I'm chilling off that. I'm going running back, D line, D tackle, offensive line, tight end, and then a linebacker. I don't know, something like that. Like physicality, bro. I want to be aggressive. I want
We need
to be,
help for
yeah,
offense. So I agree with that. Corner would be second. My first three picks is draft wise be defensive tackle, second round offensive tackle or tight end, but third round I would trade up in the 14th league because Mike Davis is a free agent. So
Yeah.
we need. I love Ashanti, but he can't hold everybody by himself.
Yeah, I feel that. All right, man. I think hit an hour. I think we had a good talk. Any last words you want to like, I don't know, tell people where to follow you or anything like that?
Oh no, I'll be doing for the. I just like. I love my little even if they stress me out. Like this conversation probably pretty much stressed me the fuck out. To be honest, it made me upset all over again because I haven't got over
Yeah.
the loss from Sunday. So this
Yeah,
conversation has
bro.
made me mad now.
Yeah, no, me too, bro. I fucking get into it for sure. So yeah, all right, man. Well, hey, thanks for coming on, on here and talking with me. And
It
I'd
was
love to
fun,
have
bro.
you back on. Yeah, we could do this again anytime. Like I don't have a big production. I'm at my parents' house right now. Just open my laptop. Whoever wants to watch this can watch. I'm mainly trying to just not. I don't believe in the mainstream narratives regarding the Chargers. Like I don't fuck with any of those narratives at all, really. I think that those are
I got a question.
partially what that
Who do
keeps
you
us
be
down,
talking about
bro.
when you be saying mainstreamers? Are you talking about like the NFL Live or TV people or just
Nah, mainly the people
fans
that are
or?
mainly the people that are specifically talking about the Chargers only. They only.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
I got you. But nah, man,
yeah,
this is fun. We can definitely do.
yeah,
We can definitely do it after the next big game.
yeah. I'd be down. I mean, I like having fans on here, and I especially like people that like you know can disagree. We could get a disagreement, or we could like however the things go. Like I'm not looking for certain people to come on here. I'm looking for everyone to come on here.
Yeah, that works.
So
But thanks
yeah.
for having me, man.
All right, BJ, appreciate it. Anytime, let me know. I'll see you on the the virtual world.
All right, see you.
All right, see you, man. Oh shit, you know what? I don't even know how to end this stream. Oh, it's right
I
here. All
just
right, all right,
all right.
all right. Later.
Later.